Today we had a talk that was presented by Sister Lynn Walker Huntley, who's the president of the Southern Education Foundation. And her topic today was the emerging role of African American philanthropy in American society. And she highlighted a couple of things. One, she said about needing an expansive strategy, which is one of the reasons that I'm here. She highlighted some of the demographics and some of the things within our culture, saying that 2.9 million African Americans in Florida, the median age being 29.4, talking about a group that's really untapped economically. She also highlighted that 76% of African Americans have graduated from high school, 16% with college degrees in Florida. 36,781 median income for African Americans, and that Florida spends $1 for every $11 that they put for corrections. Very disproportionate. Vast majority of African Americans are economically disadvantaged. During this time in which we have the greatest transfer of wealth, most African Americans actually inherit debt.
That's right.
So that brings us to this today. UIP Business School. UIP stands for Unleash Infinite Power. 13 years ago, the week that I graduated from West Point, I was introduced to the world of personal growth and development and entrepreneurship. I was introduced to that world via network marketing, multi-level marketing. Now, money wasn't the driver for me. What was so interesting and impactful for me was it was my introduction to the world of personal growth and development and entrepreneurship, and my introduction to people that didn't have a scarcity mentality. We know that we have a problem in the economy, in this country. And the foundation oftentimes has to do with economics. My vision, my desire, my coming towards you guys tonight has to do with the fact that I see an opportunity to integrate this big vision that I have of $10 million endowment fund with the 100, and it just so happens that it rains nicely because everything I'm talking about has to do with 100, right? Mm-hmm. Help 100 people earn $100,000 a year. Help 100 build a net worth of $1 million. 100 times $1 million, 100 million, 10% of 100 million is 10 million. Well, what I realized tonight is that it can be so much more than that.
Absolutely.
My vision was small. And it's very simple. You have a clicker or hit it real quick. I want to go real fast. That particular statement right there talks about my business is as a coach. We all have the same 1,440 minutes in a day. When you subtract out the time for working, for sleeping, for commuting, and the time it takes you to do what you have to do each and every day of your life, most people are only left with either 1 to 2 hours remaining to do what they really want to do. But then the question is, do they have the money to do it? So as a coach and strategist, what I provide is an instructional plan in whatever area the individual or groups are interested in. In fact, I use the military backwards planning. I look at the target, I look at what the drop zone is, and I just backwards plan.
How you getting out?
Cool. Instructional plan, accountability. Another key component of why we're successful in those types of forces. Accountability, you gotta look. And when I look at this, there's a reason that we have Ranger buddies. The person on my left, the person on my right, who is gonna be accountable? At this point, the person that I'm working very closely with right now is Brother Pollard. You got daily checks. How are you doing today? What are you doing to make an impact? Next, support and encouragement. You get all that within this type of structure. So that's what that's about. Next slide, please. Why? I've already told you why. The $10 million endowment fund is to give people the same opportunity that really I hold back and think that take away my West Point degree, take away my MBA, take away my Georgetown degree, learning how to pick up a book or listen to a CD or going to a seminar has had the greatest impact on my life. It's talking about self-talk. It's talking about putting the right stuff in your head. When you're talking about fatherless society, you know what? Teach a child how to see themselves in the right manner. Amen. Show them that everything that everyone is out there saying about how they're not doing is not necessarily true, because they can reprogram. It's about reprogramming. It's about a paradigm shift. It's very simple. We can do it, but we've got to do it on a massive scale. And what I'm going to propose is a way that we can do it, because I know if it had that type of impact for me after graduating from West Point, wow. Take away someone that's never done anything else, and you just simply pour into them about the possibilities. Teaching them about acting as if. See, the problem that we often have is that instead of being first, we have it out of whack. What we do is we want to do, then have, so that we can then be. We somebody now. Now, teach people right now that they're somebody, and then go tell them to go do and that through doing, they will start to have. That's the order. Next slide, please. The next one, too. Next one.